Amidst controversy, amidst a lot of talk, the Frank Scientific Foundation, Frank, he keeps warning, giving strong warnings, and every now and then he says, be careful this coming week, be careful, we're warning you. It seems that strong and very powerful earthquakes are coming to the region. The Iraqi scientist and professor at the University of Baghdad, specifically in the College of Science, Dr. Saleh Muhammad Awad, appeared to disagree with the Dutch scientist and specified more precisely when the big earthquake will happen and exactly where it will occur. Don't go far, we'll be right back. Welcome back again. If this is your first time watching this channel or this program, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe, activate the bell, and please like the video if you enjoyed it. The geologist predicted, and by now I'm sure we all know Dr. Saleh Muhammad Awad, the lecturer at the College of Science at the University of Baghdad who specializes in geology. He predicted that a major and destructive earthquake would occur specifically on March 8 now, Frank and his scientific institution. They predicted that it would be from 2 to 5 and from 6 to 7, from 2 to 5 and from 6 to 7, and they told you from 6 to 7 because the moon will be in conjunction with a group of planets. They will be aligned and in conjunction with one another from 2 to 5, and on the 6th to the 7th day the moon will join them, it will join this group. And the gravitational pull on the seismic faults inside the earth will increase. So they are expecting major and large earthquakes. Frank and his crew, let's say for the sake of accuracy, they didn't specify a particular country, they didn't specify a particular place, and they didn't talk about Turkey directly except today. Frank and his research institute, they said today is Wednesday. Sorry, we always forget to mention the date of the video. Today is Wednesday, March 1st, 3:30 p.m. Turkey and Syria time. Why did he say today? He said because the research institute, and they warned of a major earthquake or a very strong aftershock that will hit central Turkey or the center of Turkey in the coming days. Saleh Awad specified the date more precisely. Didn't he say the first week of March? No, and he didn't say the first week of March either. He specified that the major earthquake will happen exactly on March 8th, meaning if today is March 1st, then in a week, on March 8th. This is what Dr. Saleh Muhammad Awad revealed. And he also specified that this major earthquake will occur in the weak and dangerous Anatolian Plate area, which experienced the devastating earthquake. It's not Ahmed Al-Dira who's saying this, it's Dr. Saleh Muhammad Awad, the specialist in this field. Why is he telling you this? The Anatolian Plate is weak because underneath it is the Arabian Plate and above it is the Eurasian Plate, and they're putting pressure on it. Let's say from the south, the Arabian Plate is pressing in one way or another, and from the north, the Eurasian Plate, which definitely overlooks the Black Sea. And it's well known that the East Turkey Fault and the well-known Earthquake Fault meet with the Dead Sea Fault in Karaman, or in Kahramanmaraş more precisely. They warn about the point where the faults meet. The East Anatolian Fault comes like this and goes down to eastern Turkey. Then it continues and meets with the Dead Sea Fault that's in Jordan, and it extends like this, and they meet at a junction point in the middle of Kahramanmaraş. That's why they tell you this. The Anatolian Plate is weak. So Dr. Saleh also predicted an earthquake in almost the same place on March 8th, so everyone should be cautious. Isn't Dr. Ahmed Al-Dira the one saying this? Dr. Saleh Muhammad Awad, the geology expert, geologist, and professor of science at the University of Baghdad. That's good, right? Meanwhile, someone like Frank warned, or someone almost like Frank, but Frank warned about the 2nd to the 7th. He didn't say the 8th, even though he previously said in earlier statements, plus or minus a day. So our warnings were accurate. Then Saleh Muhammad Awad came and said, specifically March 8th, there will be a strong earthquake. Let's also mention the controversial tweet that Frank wrote, or the controversial statement that Frank made, in which he said that he is God. The critical planetary alignment from March 2nd to 5th could lead to a major, possibly very large, earthquake. He specified March 2nd to 5th for a major to very major earthquake, and maybe, yes, a massive earthquake. Around March 3rd to 4th or March 6th to 7th, and the strength of this earthquake from March 6th to 7th could reach 8 on the Richter scale, which means destruction. Massive destruction if it's 7, 7.5, or 8. An earthquake like Kahramanmaraş, and so far, more than 55,000 dead, tens of thousands of destroyed buildings, and thousands are still awaiting rescue. Imagine what would happen if an 8 magnitude earthquake hit on the Richter scale. Can you imagine what could happen? Can you imagine that the lives of hundreds of thousands are at stake? Guys, people ask us why we focus on earthquakes and why we talk about this. It's because the lives of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, are at stake. If we didn't dedicate ourselves and devote our program, although you know it's a variety show, to focus only on one thing, which is caring about people's lives. We want to raise people's awareness. We put everything else on hold to raise your awareness and be with you so we can see things clearly. Where are things going? Like I said, predictions rarely work out, even if someone claims they're always right. We need to be careful. Imagine if people had been cautious. If someone had warned them before February 6th, how many lives and losses could have been saved? The Iraqi scientists pointed out that there is a possibility of a devastating earthquake occurring based on what he called physical calculations. Here, a devastating earthquake is expected specifically on March 8th, but it will be slightly less damaging than the February 6th earthquake that struck Kahramanmaraş. According to Dr. Saleh's statement, he confirmed that predicting an earthquake or seismic activity is based on a set of indicators and calculations that he is conducting, and based on that, advice is given regarding the likelihood of an earthquake in a specific location. We give advice and leave it to the concerned authorities to decide whether to follow it or not. What we have to do as scientists, we do. What we have to do as scientists is to warn. As for the official authorities, whether they choose to act on it or not is up to them, but we fulfill our duty. Dr. Saleh Awad explained that the Anatolian plate is weak and dangerous, and the tremors began to spread significantly starting from February 6th within the Anatolian plate. And until now we are seeing that the tremors have not stopped, and until now the earthquakes have not calmed down. Apart from the aftershocks, we have seen more than one earthquake occur, and based on Dr. Awad's statement, he said this is not an aftershock, but rather a new earthquake. After February 6th, it never calmed down at all. Honestly, every day I see that it's not decreasing. I'm seeing the same intensity, the same frequency, maybe even the area affected by the tremors is increasing. Dr. Saleh explained that the position of the moon on March 8th will be significant. Focus on this very important point Dr. Saleh made. He said that the position of the moon on March 8th will be the same as its position on February 6th when the devastating earthquake happened in Kahramanmaraş. He said, but why do I expect that the intensity of the earthquake will be a bit less than the earthquake on February 6th or a little weaker? He said it's because of the distance of Venus and Jupiter, because Venus, Jupiter, and Mars are farther apart from each other. Anyway, we only wish for the best. We hope that no one's predictions come true, and may God protect everyone. This was Ahmad Al-Daram with you, the host of the show Sair. Stay well.